All right, so hello everybody and welcome to Crunch Sports. I'm Ashwin Kumar, and what a victory for India! We basically created history today, and I've been joined again by Saumil, Rishi, and Santosh. Hi guys, how are you guys doing?
Hey,
Yeah,
hi.
Ashwin.
Hello,
Very,
yeah.
very nice.
Hi, bhai.
What what a victory, man! Well, I wasn't expecting, to be honest, going into day 5, but yeah, we'll definitely talk a lot about this game. And man, we beat. What did Tim Payne say? Come to Gabba, and we've come there, and yeah, he should be disappointed now. And many people are actually talking about him it being his probably the end of his career because I didn't know that he's 36 years. I thought he is some 28, 29-year old, but he's 36 apparently. And yeah, then we'll see. But and no wonder Ashwin told that come to India and that'll be our last series. So what a victory! Fantastic performance by everyone, by the whole team. And when we won the series in 2018, they said we don't have Warner and Smith. And now, what excuse do they have? Because now India, we went on to beat them at Gabba, at Brisbane, where they haven't lost for the last 32 years. And that's one record. And the other record is that they this has the highest run chase at Brisbane. So India basically creating history. And it was a very proud day for Indian cricket and Indian cricket fans. So, Somil, let's start off with you. What are your thoughts about the game?
Hello. Can you guys hear me? Hello.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
we can hear you.
Yeah, what were you saying? I'm sorry. Connection थोड़ा बेकार है.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on the result of
Oh,
this game?
result. Oh. As I predicted, India won. So my prediction is right. I told that India will win, and India won. So yeah, it was Rishabh Pant. So he was on fire, and yeah, it was an overall good performance by India and a team effort from the team. Yeah.
Absolutely. It was like, I don't think we can. Yeah, Rishabh Pant was fantastic, but like Somil said, it was a team performance. Yeah, Santosh, what are your thoughts about the result?
Yeah, it was an historic win today. I mean, it felt really nice to win at Gabba. Like no team has won for 33 years. India had never won there, and chasing this huge total down in one day is no easy task. And they lost Rohit Sharma early, and I mean he had to score his under pressure. But then Shuman Gill stepped up. He did very well and scored 91. Played aggressively and took on the bowling. He did very well in the first session as well, what I thought. And then Pujara, he plays the anchor's role. He kept defending. People might have blamed him for that, but then that secured India. From there, they could not lose if they didn't win at least. So I think that was very pivotal of Pujara to do. And then Pant, yeah, we all know what he did. He was played magnificent innings to guide India home.
Right, Rishi, what are your thoughts, man?
So we probably saw, the one of the best test series ever. Like, everybody coming together. India played for the first time, I think, or any other team played for the first time with 20 people in a series. That too in a 4-match series, people played with 20 people. India. So yeah, it just shows, that people are going to step up and score and take the responsibility whenever it is required. Doesn't matter if your players are injured, your players are gonna miss out because of any personal reasons or anything. So India's cricket is under safe hands, I can say. And
Yeah.
what we saw today, what we saw today was something which was out of the world. Probably from Pant, which was the second time he proved that he can do something like this. First time was in Australia again in the last series. He scored, I think, a 150 something in that, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, he proved again that he's a big player and he's going to be a long lasted player for India.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, even in the first test match and even in the previews we have done in this channel, we have been critical about Rishabh Pant's maturity, if we can say that in a sense, because he plays those random rash shots at the wrong time and ends up losing his wicket and then puts us into a bad position. But this time, he took that opportunity. He made sure he played like a mature and he played like a proper, complete batsman. He took the bowlers on and he played proper cricketing shots. He didn't play those rash shots which we have seen in the past. He played proper cover drives. One of his cover drive, I remember, I think it was against Mitchell Stark. It was an absolute beauty. So yeah, very very nice innings from Rishabh Pant. But talking about this game, talking about our first innings, Australia went on to post a very good score. What do you guys make out of the bowling we did in the first innings?
Well, I think the bowling was comparing that it was the second team which India was playing. They were bruised and everything. I think it was spot on. It was it was a great display by their bowling department. But yeah, they missed Jasprit Bumrah, but they covered up for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And one more problem was we lost Saini in the first innings.
Shiny too. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was again like another injury. We were a bowler down again, and that put the extra pressure on Siraj, Natarajan, and Shardul Thakur. And yeah, they're not the quality of Jasprit Bumrah, but we can definitely see that India don't necessarily need Jasprit Bumrah or the likes of Virat Kohli to go and win abroad. It's not some small series which we won in India or something. It's going to Australia and stepping up when you got the opportunity. So Shardul Thakur picked up 3 wickets, Siraj picked up 1, Natarajan picked up 3, Washington Sundar picked up 1. So my opinion, I think we bowled decent. They nearly scored they scored 369, I guess. So that was a big score from Australia. And in the second, or when we came on to bat, we looked under immense pressure and we looked under trouble. So what do you guys think about the partnership between Washington Sundar and Shardul Thakur with the bat in the first innings?
I think it saved the match.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, they were under pressure. I mean, they had to score, right? Because after that, we had the inexperience in Natarajan and Saini and Siraj. They can't bat a lot. They can support, but then they can't score runs. So these two had to deliver and do something. They're under the pump, and they stepped up. I think Washington Sundar played very well. He was very mature throughout his innings, and he didn't play any rash shots. All the shots were beautiful and very good to see. And Thakur too. I mean, the shots he played were down the ground, and they accelerated when they had to and defended when they had to. So it's a perfect innings from them.
Yeah, Rishi, what did you make out of the batting?
Yeah, so sometimes people say that if a person is making a debut in international, he shouldn't be judged because he hasn't played international cricket, so we don't know how he has played. But then seeing his first class stats also is important. If you see that Washington Sundar has a first class century, probably if you see he has a 159, which is his highest score in first class cricket, and Shardul Thakur also has a high score of 87. So that shows that they have the capability of batting and batting under pressure, I think, because batting in a tail is always under pressure. It's not that you have the freedom unless you have 600 or over a score of 400 to 500 on the board. So if you have a score of over 400 or 500, then you are free to hit. You can do whatever you want. But right now we were 160 runs behind, and that's when they had to play, and they were under pressure, and they played well. That's why sometimes, not all the times, but sometimes you need to see what people have done in first class, and then you can say that this person will click and he'll take the responsibility in this match. As we had discussed, in the preview, that Shardul Thakur and Washington Sundar might go play. People were saying that why didn't Indian team pick Kuldeep Yadav for playing? Now you know the reason why they played Washington Sundar instead of Kuldeep Yadav. Kuldeep Yadav doesn't, he just plays as a what do you say? He plays as a spinner. He cannot field much, as great as what Sundar did, and batting to all. So yeah.
Yeah, and we covered that up in the preview as well. So we got that spot on that Shardul Thakur and Washington Sundar can get runs with the bat, and that's exactly what they did. And it came out in a crucial time. And like Rishi said, yes, they've scored a lot of runs in first class cricket, but here we're talking about one of the best bowling lineup in Test matches. They are up against Mitchell Stark, Pat Cummins, and Josh Hazelwood. So that's not easy. And what they did was commendable because we lost. I think we lost Rishabh Pant at 186 for 6. And then those two went on to score a partnership. And then the next wicket we lost was near 300, 310. So that 90, 100 runs partnership between these two players were very, very good.
120 runs.
Yeah, 120
runs. So massive.
And just to add on one thing, one thing to add on. These both not just contributed with the bat, but they got wickets as well. Shardul Thakur, if you see, he's taken 7 wickets in one game, which is not bad. It is brilliant. If you see from Indian perspective that we are missing Bumrah, we are missing Shami, we are missing Ishant. These 3 are out, and Siraj is the only bowler with 2 Test match experience, and coming into the 3rd game. And Shardul Thakur had 1 game experience, but he had bowled only 10 balls and gone out.
Yeah,
so again, that experience, that 63 match, the experience came into play. 63 first class games, I mean. So yeah.
Yeah. Also, these 3 bowlers, they don't have pace. So, I think they managed pretty well in Australia, and they deserve a round of applause for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think 140 is enough? 140 is enough, I think. 140, 140. And Navdeep Saini has the ability to bowl 150 as well. He was injured, but then, with that injury also, he bowled. That was something quite commendable.
Yeah, that's
very brave.
That's exactly. He came on to bowl when Rahane wanted him in the second inning. So that's, again, it just proved how much determination and grit the Indian player showed. And it actually wasn't just a game of cricket, to be honest. It felt like a fight in the border because Australia, when they got frustrated and they kept using the bouncer tactics, the negative bowling, they kept trying to hit the batsman, and be it Cheteshwar Pujara, he kept dealing with that. Usne man bana liya tha ki that I'm not going to get out. Do whatever you want. You can either try to keep hitting me, I'll take the blows. You can hit me everywhere. Maybe I might get retired hurt, and that's when I'll go. But you can't get me out like that. And fantastic grit which they showed, the fighting spirit which the team showed. Every player, and I'm including every player here. That was fantastic.
Just believe it or not, but Pujara got hit some 8 or 9 times. 8 or 9 times he got hit on his helmet, his elbow, his ribs, everywhere. There was no place left.
Almost everywhere, exactly.
They could have only bowled Yorkers and broken his toe or something like that. That was only left. Everywhere else
it hit his finger as well, and that time he looked in real pain.
Yeah.
It looked like he might not be able to continue, but then he still went on to score a half century. So that's the new India for you guys. Put us under any condition, or against any bowling lineup. No matter how much they come and hit us, we'll stand strong there and get away and go on to win the game like we did in this match. Because heading towards day 5, it looked very hard. The only 2 outcomes everyone was predicting was a draw or India to lose, because the run chase which we had to do in the final day was massive, and we had lost Rohit Sharma as well. So it was always going to be tough against Australian bowling lineup, like we said, but then we still went on, took the game deep, and then in the end it was a very I can say it was very predictable that India will go on to win. It was very obvious the way we played later on. Rishabh Pant played fantastic. Let's talk about Shubman Gill. What do you guys think about Shubman Gill?
He's class, bro. He I think we underestimate him, and he's not getting the appraise which Rishabh Pant is getting. So yeah, I think he's the one who put he laid the foundation for the middle order batsman to go on and win the game. But he did
Yeah,
play a very
exactly.
rough shot. I thought he could have avoided that. But yeah, I wanted him to score 100. Yeah.
Yeah.
I look. Let me be honest. Getting into or coming into the series, he didn't. He looked a bit raw in the IPL. He didn't look like a finished article, and I thought it will take some time for him to get into the Indian team. But when he played, when he came on in the second Test match, man, I'm Shubman Gill's fan now. I can see him playing massive, big runs, innings, and scoring a lot of runs for India in the next 10 to 15 years.
I'm his fan ever
Rishi,
since
Yeah,
what?
he
he
scored that
is.
100 against Pakistan in the Under 19 World Cup
Yes,
final.
that's the
Yeah.
time I felt that he's ready for
Yes,
India. I think India is 2 years late to let him play or give him the cap.
yes,
2 years late. India
exactly,
is 2 years late, 3 years late.
exactly.
Because when he had proved himself in 2018, that's the
19,
time.
19.
Yeah, no, 2018 World Cup.
Oh yeah,
2018
sorry,
World, yeah.
18 years.
So 2018 World Cup was a time when he scored a century. I think a century against the Pakistan team
Pakistan
Pakistan.
in
Yeah.
semi-final,
semi-finals of the Under 19 World Cup. Yeah.
106.
Yeah.
So
Not out.
so that's the time when he came into the reckoning, and then he got into India A. Then he played for Punjab in the Ranji Trophy. He scored, I think, a 240 something like that also in the Punjab for the Punjab side. He has been great in the domestic as well, and I think that's the reason they gave him the debut at this time. But I think they are 2 years late. He could have scored much more runs by now. He would have been an established opener.
He has
Oh
a
man,
glimpse of Virat
fantastic!
Kohli,
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He's,
He's got similarities, and that's why the cover drives he played, the shots he
Yes.
played, the sound when the ball hit the bat, that sound was you get to know that he's some player, and he did that.
yeah.
So yeah, we are Indian cricket is in safe hands.
Yeah, he's only 3 games old and he's very mature now itself. I mean,
Yes.
the way he
Exactly.
poised his innings is very admirable. And he took on the short balls when they started negative bowling. He took them on, and then he knew I could. He showed them I could hit the short ball. So change your plans. So yeah, that was one thing to admire from him. And yeah, he deserved 100. And I think this innings is equal to Gambhir's 97 in the 2011 World Cup, which is as crucial as this. So you have
Yeah.
to credit him for that.
Yes.
And yeah, so Mao's innings and a
Both
great
are
find for
underrated
him.
innings.
Yeah.
Yeah, very important. Like we said, Rishabh Pant got the headlines for finishing it off from a stage where we look like it's going to be a draw. But putting us into that situation, credits have to go to Pujara and Shubman Gill. And
Yeah.
also in the first innings, Shardul Thakur and
Thakur
that
too. Yeah.
partnership between Thakur and Sundar got us to that lead, because otherwise, if they would have got out cheaply, then Australia would have easily got 100, 120 run lead already. And then they went on to score nearly 300 runs. So that would have become impossible for us.
True.
I think if India had to give their player of the match, I think they should give to the whole team. Everyone
Yeah.
played their part.
Man
Yeah.
of the series.
Exactly. It was a complete team performance. We weren't like
Yes.
dependent on one player or something,
Yeah.
because Rohit Sharma did well in the first innings, and then you have Shubman Gill playing. You've got Rahane playing decent. Pujara was a wall. You've got Rishabh Pant playing the match of his life till now. And yeah, the future, like I said, the future of Indian cricket is in safe hands, and he should continue. They should continue sticking with this team, giving more opportunities to
Yeah.
Shubman Gill, and you've got to back Rishabh Pant now, because yes, he can definitely improve his keeping, but he's still a young lad and he's not a horrible keeper or anything like that. It happens.
I
Even
think
Tim Payne, he's 26, but he's dropping catches.
I think they should back Mayank Agarwal as well. He has showed some. He came at number 5 or number 6, and then he scored those 38 runs. He got out, but then I think he was in a better mindset while playing at that position, and he came at a better spot as well. So he came when the ball was old. He had the freedom to play. When he had come as a new opener in Australia. I mean, not new. I mean, for the first time after so much. What do you say? So much after a long span. There hasn't been a test match for a long span now. And then he had come there, he got out. There was people were saying that he has a bad backlift, and we all were saying that he has a technical flaw. But what I feel
Yeah.
is after he scored these 38 runs is that it's not about the bad technique or bad flaw. It is about the temperament. It is about the character. It's about the way how you think, or how the way he thinks. It's not just about that, or if we say that if it's the flaw which is what it disturbed him in the first two games that he got out because of his technical errors, he would have got out anyway in this game as well. But he scored those 38 runs. I think those 38 runs are also crucial. He scored them in a partnership with Pant or Washington Sundar, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, those 38 runs were also important.
But do you think he'll still play if KL Rahul is fit, or you will think Rahul will replace him as soon as he's fit?
I think both of them wouldn't play. I think Pandya will play instead of them.
Yes.
Yeah, sir.
I think
Yeah,
both of them.
At least the opening now is set for us. You've got Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill. They will,
And Rohit Sharma,
they
without any doubt, they'll play in India. Rohit Sharma. So
yeah,
in
exactly.
India,
Yeah,
his record is
played really well.
Yeah.
And those two batsmen, they're playing well together as well. They're building partnerships already. So there seems to be that connection between the two of them. So
because Shubman Gill has
they
been in the Shubman Gill has been in the squads. I think in ODI squad as well and in the Test squad as well. So he has been in the in both of the squads for a long time. So there has been a bonding between all of them. But then he hasn't got the chances enough. I think he should be played across all three formats, or at least in ODI and Test, if not T20.
yeah, exactly. I think
he
he
can
should at
fit
least
in-
be in the consideration.
Yes.
He should be
Yeah.
talked about more.
Yes, but I don't think he'll fit in the T20 side because
T20 side is occupied.
it's
Yeah,
jam
T20
packed.
side has too many people, waiting also. People are
Yes,
waiting as well.
it's
Come in
jam-packed.
also. Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So because if you see T20, then Prithvi Shaw also is playing, but that is what we shouldn't talk right now. We'll talk about it sometime later. What do you think about the comments which are coming down?
Yeah.
Predictions for the
Not-
upcoming England series.
Another
Not this
video
one,
will
the
come, bro.
previous one. Yeah, previous one.
We will definitely talk about the England series very soon. We'll have the previews. We'll probably have next videos will be about the IPL retention. So yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and turn on that bell icon as well. You'll get the notifications when we post. Sherry says Shardul's back foot punch was class, a bit of Andrew Flintoff there. Yeah, absolutely. The way Shardul Thakur played, he actually looked like a proper batsman there.
Yeah.
I felt like it was Sir Vivian Richards playing there, because
Oh.
there was a slight touch there of that.
Yes.
Even
Now that
somebody
you
else
say it.
as well. I think some of the commentators were saying that there's a slight touch of Sir Vivian Richards there in his shots, especially the back foot punch which he played. That was out of something. I don't know what to say.
It's now going to be a good headache
I
for
think
the.
it's just what do you say? क्या बोलते हैं? मतलब main क्या बोलते हैं उसे main shot बोल लो क्या बोल लो? It's his ताकत बोल लो. It's a strong
Trademark
shot.
shot.
Yeah. I've seen him play like even in IPL he plays very well.
Yeah, he had played against India and West Indies as well, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
the 22 or something he scored.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, the more
Now
we
it's-
back him, the better he'll get. So
Yes.
we have to wait.
Exactly. So that's what it's a good headache for the Indian management now. They've got so many good players to choose from.
And
you
there's
can't,
actually a support. There's actually a support directly to the players as well from from something which is known as injury. So main good people are getting injured, and then these people who are waiting outside, they are getting anyway into the squad. So there's no
they're
need to
getting
split.
the opportunity, and the big thing is that they're taking and grabbing those opportunities as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not like they came in and they're like, "नहीं इससे नहीं हो पाएगा, रहने दे तुझे." Like now, next series again, we want to see Shardul Thakur playing. We want to see Sundar. We want to see Siraj play. We want to play. We want to see more of Shubman Gill. So I'm very excited for the next phase of Indian cricket. And let's wrap up the show. Before that, I'll ask you guys about who your man of the match and man of the series would have been. This match, fantastic turnaround. We went on to win the series after that 36 all out in the first test match. And even then, we spoke about that in the reaction, that we just had that half an hour to 45-minute period which went horribly wrong for us, and everything went wrong in that period. But before that, we were still in the game. So I think we outplayed Australia in most of the aspects of the series this time around, and they played their strongest team. So except Warner missing out in the first test, they played their strongest team. So they've got absolutely no excuses. While India, on the other hand, very, very proud of the way we played. Very, very happy as well. So, Saumil, who is your man of the match for this test match? And who do you think should have been the man of the series?
Let's start with Rishi first.
Okay.
Okay,
Right.
so I'll go with Shardul Thakur as my man of the match. Personally, because I feel that he played, he did not know that he's going to play before this match. He got 3 wickets in the first innings and 4 wickets in the second innings. People are saying that he's really expensive in the first innings. What is he doing? He's giving up so many runs. But that's the way he bowls. He bowls full length balls, and then he gets the outswing, in swing. That's the way he bowls. If you don't keep the field, or if things go wrong sometimes, and that's how runs are leaked. But at least he got the wickets. He got 4 wickets in the next inning. I wanted him to get the 5 wicket haul, but then yeah, good that Siraj also got it. And my man of the series would be Mohammad Siraj or Rishabh Pant. Because
Yeah, Rishabh Pant ended up as our highest run
yes,
scorer.
highest run
Yes.
scorer. And
Yeah.
Mohammad Siraj, he was the third highest wicket taker in the series. If you see Australian
And our
lineup,
highest wicket taker.
yes, our highest wicket taker as well, and Australia's. If you see all the squads, both the squads, and he played only 3 matches. He did not play 4 games. If he had played 4 games, we don't know. So in 3 games, he
Yeah.
got 13 wickets, and that's really great. When you have Stark and Hazelwood as well, but Stark is behind you and Lyon is behind you, and
That's a massive
Yeah.
achievement
Hmm.
in their
That will
first
give-
test series.
yes, that will be a boost for him. From the way he's from the what do you say, from the past he's coming out from. He recently lost his father, so yeah, that would be a very proud moment for him, that he wherever his father is, will be watching him very proudly.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Santosh, who is your man of the match?
Man of the match would be Shardul Thakur for me too, because 7 wickets in 68 odd runs it's not a joke. I mean, yeah, it was a team effort, but then if that innings was not played by Shardul Thakur, then there will be a huge gap between the runs required for India in this inning, the fourth innings. And then the bowling too. He hung in there even though he considered runs. He came back and picked up those wickets, showed his character. So I think it was crucial. But man of the series, I don't know. There are too many players who played in this series, so I don't know if we can take out one star performer. But I think it'll be a whole team effort. Yeah.
Yeah, Saumil, what are yours?
See, if I have to give the man of the match, I'll give it to the whole team, but we can't do that. So I think I'll give it to Shardul Thakur as well. And yeah, as Santosh said, he got 7 wickets and he scored crucial 67 runs. And I think at a very fast speed, considering the test match, I think 60
Yes.
strike rate से उसने score किया था. So yeah, I will give it to him. And the man of the series, I'll give it to either Mohammad Siraj or Rishabh Pant.
Yeah, I actually agree with you guys. I was actually expecting one of you at least to say Rishabh Pant for the man of the match, but I think Rishabh Pant got the man of the match if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
So, but yeah, look, I absolutely agree with you guys. I would give it to Shardul Thakur. Look, even in the last test match, in the third test, Rishabh Pant scored 97, but that innings from Hanuma Vihari was crucial, and that got us towards a draw. And that's why we were all celebrating and so happy about the third test result, that we came out of nowhere to go and draw that match, because of that result we went on to win this match and then go and win the test series. So every match is so important, and that's the importance of drawing test matches as well, to stay in the game, to stay in the series. My man of the match would be Shardul Thakur as well.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I would give my man of the series to Mohammad Siraj, because like Rishi had covered up, we all know him as an RCB bowler, and he gets trolled. It's a fact. Everyone trolls him, and we think he isn't good enough for playing. So, and then they still backed him and brought him to the Indian team. When I saw Siraj in the test squad, I was surprised, considering he hasn't really delivered in the IPL to the levels he showed in this Test series at least. So I was surprised. And then when he was in Australia, he lost his father as well. He had an opportunity to go back, but he decided no, he wants to play for the country, play for the nation, and he stepped up big time. Big up to him for making that decision and staying back in Australia to represent his nation and country. And then he went on to do what he did. Most wicket taker, highest number of wickets taken for India, 13 in 3 Test matches. So fantastic for Mohammad Siraj. So my man of the series. Look, Rishabh Pant did really well. He was our highest run scorer, like you guys said. But I'm leaning towards Siraj because Rishabh Pant is a little more experienced, and it's just Siraj's first big series. It was his debut Test series, and he led the bowling lineup as well. There was no Bumrah in this Test match, and he was the leader of the attack. He bowled his heart out, and he bowled really well. So I'm very happy for Siraj, and very happy for.
And the best part about Siraj was he was without any experienced bowler with him.
Exactly.
But Rishabh Pant had many experienced batsmen with him. So
around.
That's why I think he should have got.
Yeah, exactly. And Siraj, like I said, we had no experience going into the Test match. Siraj had played only 2 tests. Saini had played 1. Shardul had played bowled 11 balls. That's it. It was Washington Sundar's first Test match, and then Siraj was the leader of the attack, and he delivered. So very happy for the whole team. And like you guys said, everyone played their big part in this whole series. And what a memorable series! It will go down as one of the greatest comebacks in Test matches and Test series. So, like we said, we did history today.
What do you think about Ajinkya Rahane, the captain?
Well, very, very impressed with him. The way he
never doubted him.
Exactly. I don't have a problem who the captain is. Look, even after the match, there are some trolls out there who still want to compare players like no, Siraj is not good enough. Nahi, Saini RCB quota se aaya hai.
No, but we are
playing well.
Yeah, we don't care, right, about what the haters say. We know what
that's not the thing.
There are some trolls out there who do that because
so they'll be quiet now.
Just go now you know what the next topic will be, that Rahane should be the captain, Kohli should be removed, all that crap. Just enjoy the moment.
Haters were saying that India will lose 4-0 as well.
Haters
were there. Some haters were there. They said that India will lose.
Also commentary panel.
No, we don't have to name them. There were some haters. You can say
exactly.
haters.
I mean,
I mean, you take RCB players out of RCB and they'll start performing, bro. That's all I know.
Yeah.
I'll say. I'll take out the series.
Well, I don't care about all
Siraj should leave.
He should
leave RCB. He should play.
They should release Siraj today only.
विराट कोहली को भी छोड़ो. विराट कोहली को CSK भेजो. IPL जीतेगा भाई वो.
I don't care about that. Like, RCB का है problem कुछ है, but I'm talking about the individual players there. The hatred the players get these days is not just cricketers, players from all around the world, and not just players. Everyone, even now me, okay, I keep commenting on all these social media posts, and I know मैंने कुछ comment किया, the next 10 minutes के अंदर I'll have at least 5 hate comments. When you get that, Instagram, when you get that notification next to that heart, I get prepared, before I click that hate comment, because the world, look, social media has given people the right to express themselves, but this goes beyond limits sometimes. So,
right.
And now in the next couple of days, there'll be full arguments between that Kohli didn't be the captain, Rahane should be, Joby. I don't care about all that. If they're representing the nation and if they're doing well, then I don't care who is doing what. So that's it. And India is back at the top of the ICC Test Championship table as well. Australia have up to 3rd. So India is 1st right now. New Zealand is 2nd. So big
said one thing, right? Australia, Tim Payne had said one thing. Like, come to Gabba, we'll show you. So अभी आगे भाई. ये नया इंडिया है. घर में घुसा भी और मारा भी. घर में घुस के.
Exactly. And that's the beauty now. Look, I think it was Harsha Bhogle in the commentary. He said it spot on. because unka jo generation tha, they were talking and they were looking more into drawing the test match and the
Yeah.
retaining. But the current, and after that, he told that the current or the youngsters which are coming in the Indian cricket team, they don't care. Choda draw jaye hard mein, hum jayenge jeetne.
T20 effect, yeah.
Yeah. Today, India didn't have to win. If they draw, it was enough. I mean, it was not a must-win game for India, but then they went for it. So it's very, very.
And out of the position we were in,
It's all about the intent.
Chasing so much in the in the fourth innings
and that too in one day.
At Brisbane, where they haven't lost for decades against a top bowling quality. That was just fantastic from India. So very happy. It is a day to be remembered for the Indian fans and Indian cricket. It will definitely be remembered for a long, long time. This Test series, we had a lot of problems this Test series with injuries and stuff. Virat Kohli had to go as well. So
one thing that this Test match proved is, sorry to disturb. One thing that this Test match proved is that everybody who's playing Test cricket for India is under the pressure now, because they have to perform. Doesn't matter if it's Bumrah, doesn't matter if it's Ishant Sharma. If they have a bad Test series or a couple of bad Test series, they will be sacked, and these all youngsters will be given a chance, because these are the future. You can see even the present as well. Yeah.
Bumrah now, or we're just naming Bumrah as an example, but now like even Bumrah would know that even without me, this team can go and do wonders and win games. So he'll try to put more extra pressure. So that's competition for places, which we say, wo aur badhega abhi, because he knows that if he doesn't play well, there are 2-3 players behind him who are ready to take the opportunity. So
that's called healthy competition. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
great.
I love to, before we wrap up, I wanted to say that point as well, because Ravichandran Ashwin had an opportunity to come back to India after getting injured before this Test match had started. Bumrah was injured as well, but they were the leaders on the pitch as well. You had when Siraj or someone were bowling, you could see Bumrah on the boundary line. When Sundar was bowling, Ashwin was the one to greet him back to the pavilion. So it's that team spirit which we showed. After the match, the way Ravi Shastri went and hugged Rishabh Pant, it actually looked like a father-son moment. That it actually felt like he's very proud, and that's exactly what we want. Instead of all this hate, let's just back the team and enjoy these moments. Yes, it's a game. You will lose one match, you will win the other, but end of the day, you should be proud of the way or whatever we are achieving on the pitch. So. All right, it was a pretty long video, and it had to be long. The way we played today, they absolutely deserve it. They deserve a round of applause. The whole team, the whole management as well, not just one player, the whole team, the physios as well, every staff.
They were hard on the team itself this time, so they deserve credit.
They came on the pitch more than most of these players came on. Only Rahane and Pujara played all the 4 Test matches. Everyone else, we had to keep rotating every match. So, we'll have to look into
that. We saw Kuldeep missing out. He didn't play a single Test match.
But it's what the situation demanded. So
that's what. So it's something that is unfortunate for him, but it is something which helped team to win.
But even now, he knows that if a spinner is
the series we also saw how good India's domestic tournaments are, because they're ready for the situations. They have played there, they've done that before.
Exactly.
So when they come here, they're not afraid of who are the opponent is. They're like, we'll see how it goes. So that's I have to appreciate that.
Yeah, exactly. So brilliant show, guys. Thanks for coming on. That was a brilliant Test series as well. It was our first Test series. Our first Test series. We weren't there for the ODS. So first series which we guys covered. So make sure you guys drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more cricket and football related content. Yes, we have been doing a lot of cricket content because there's not much happening in football right now, but don't worry, we'll be back at it very soon. So make sure you guys drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more content, and make sure you also follow us on Instagram, crunsports.tv. You'll get the links to all our social accounts down in the description box below. And fantastic result. Thanks, guys, for coming on, and we'll meet you all very soon in the next one.
Thank you.
Bye.